believe President Obama is very careful. Actually, he was elected to sort out the economic problem, the internal problems, not actually external problems. So I believe he will concentrate on home affairs, in particular, how to agree with the Congress about the ceiling of the national debts, how he can improve the economy performance, but at the same time, he would like to see what is happening in the Middle East. John Kerry now touring the area, he would like to listen, he would like to actually know the new developments. It is true, the man is familiar with the area. He has been here several times as a senator. So today he is in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is extremely important. He is closer to Iran, which is the hottest file now on the American foreign policy. But I believe Obama administration will be very reluctant to intervene by military means in any of the conflict, whether against Iran or against the terrible situation in Syria.
I guess following on from that, John Kerry is not visiting Israel this time around, but he will be visiting with Obama in a few weeks' time. Considering the relatively cool relations between the two nations right now, are you expecting anything new to come out of this visit?
President Obama was criticized by the Israeli lobby on the United States that he never paid official visit to Israel. Maybe he will say, okay, you know, now I'm visiting Israel. What do you want more than that? But he is visiting Israel in a very crucial times. Now, the country semi-paralyzed because Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, could not form a government. The outcome of the election was extremely disappointing for him. He couldn't have the right-wing coalition he was looking at. So Obama is coming in a very, very right time. His enemy, or I would say his rival, Benjamin Netanyahu, is very weak. He is not arrogant as he used to be. He is not vigorous against him as he used to be. I believe Netanyahu gave Obama a very, very strong ammunition against him when he took Romney's sides during the election campaign, last presidential campaign, I mean, in the States. Obama was very clever. He actually took revenge from Netanyahu when he, before the election, few days before the election, accused Netanyahu of being coward, of being a liability on the Israeli security, on the Israeli people, and maybe his criticism of Netanyahu reduce his chances of, have a landslide win in the Israeli last election.
Well, of course, that remains to be seen. Now, I want to touch on the book that, of course, you'll be discussing partly here at the Literature Festival, After Osama Bin Laden, Al-Qaeda The Next Generation. What do you believe that next generation will look like?
Next generation is more lethal, more dangerous. And the next generation is maybe luckier than the first generation when it comes to Al-Qaeda ideology. I mean, now, if you look at the Middle East, if you look at the Arab world in particular, you will see a lot of disturbances, a lot of anarchies spreading in the whole of the Middle East. Al-Qaeda thrives when there is instability, when there is failed state. And Al-Qaeda is the main beneficiary of the Arab Spring. If you can see now, they managed to establish strong bases in most of the Middle Eastern countries, from the Gulf to Mauritania. That's what Al-Qaeda wants. Al-Qaeda used to be a pyramid-built organization. Osama bin Laden at the top, then Ayman al-Zawahiri, and then the base. Now you have a flat, loose organization with several heads, several headquarters, and it makes it extremely dangerous when it comes to, a security vacuum, when it comes to attacks, when it comes to trying to fill the vacuum which is now created by the collapse of several regimes.
Now, you have said in the past that security vacuums are a place where extremism can flourish.
Yes.
How do we deal with these security vacuums? How do we prevent these kind of, atmospheres, these kind of climates from being created?
It's not us. It is, what's happening on the ground. For example, many people predicted that Libya will be stable after the topple of Colonel Gaddafi. What happened is the opposite. Many people believe that the Syrian revolution will finish in a few weeks, maybe a few months. It is now 2 years. It was predicted that Iraq will be very stable. The problem is usually when there is military intervention and or there is political intervention to change regimes in the Middle East, there is always plan A, but there is no plan B. For example, okay, plan A is to topple Gaddafi. You topple Gaddafi. What's plan B? There is no plan B. In Syria, the plan A is to change the regime in Syria to actually remove Assad from power. Okay, but where is plan B? If, for example, he stayed fast, if he managed to stay, what's your plan after that? Nobody can tell. The same thing in Iraq. The plan A is to topple Saddam Hussein and remove him from power. Okay, you removed him from power. What's the plan B, for example? How to rebuild Iraq, how to rebuild Libya, how to actually fill the security vacuum, how to create strong forces there, a proper administration, good governance. That's the problem. You intervene, I mean, not you personally, I mean, the word intervene, change regimes, and they don't have any plan B to rebuild a country according to good governance, according to stability, according to a strong state. We haven't seen that. And this is a golden opportunity for Al-Qaeda to come, fill the vacuum, establish itself very well, and start to attack other areas, neighboring countries. And that's what happened in Iraq, that's what happened in Afghanistan, that's what's happening in Libya, that's what will happen in other parts of the Middle East.